points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
117.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Flacco looking for his first toss. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Allen, the intended receiver. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Passing play, Flacco. He's got Jake Butt, his tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Benjamin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go, baby.
It's a gain of 8. The Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Easy. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Check back.
Hey, 79, 79.
Mike 51. Mike 51. You don't want it. You don't want none of it. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Wait, 89.
Final play of the half, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 2nd and 7, Flacco. That's complete to Jake Butt. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd and a couple, Flacco.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Yellow, yellow.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And the pressure gets to him again. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get out.
They'll be brought down by falls. It's a sack. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, Charlie.
Now Rivers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, Haywood.
51, Mike. Mike 51. I got you.
Run 80.
51's a Mike. 51's a Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flacco. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Come on. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and some strong running. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another run by Lindsey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Orange 5-4.
From the gun, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Check Mike 47. Check.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Ty Long now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded at the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards.
50 yards. And the Broncos first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Don't get nervous. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A sack by Todd Davis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Bravo.
51. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey, Mike 51.
Rivers now. Room to run past midfield. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Alpha!
51, Mike 51.
Hey, orbit.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Who that? 51's the Mike.
Working out of the gun, Rivers.
Big stop. Let's go.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Todd Davis able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Hey, exit.
51, Mike 51.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Throwing, Rivers. Got his man, it's Williams. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mike 50. Hey, Mike 7.
Rabbit. Hey, Mike 51. Yeah.
Zero.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. All day.
To throw on third down. Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watch the screen.
Rivers on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Wait, 89.
A first down throw here for Rivers. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Again, it's Rivers. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Red.
57's Mike.
Gun.
57. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Go.
Check Mike 57.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. They've got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flacco leaves to Lindsey on the draw. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 39-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
50 yards, come on.
Pressure mounting. Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Broncos on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Team 6. Team 6.
31's the mic. Let's go,
Monday. Too wide.
Flacco to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or two short of the crossbar. A fourth-quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now. As
we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
White.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At their 49-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Left to right.
3 down.
Hey, Echo.
Mike, 51.
Now Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A toss play, Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Hey, let's go.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. 16 yards, a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Check 99.
Hey, Rocket.
Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Set 180. Round 80.
Check.
Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 16.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.